of firstly turning it on and demonstrating the human-machine interface.
Yes.
How it communicates with the IOXp and how it communicates also with the IOX machine PLC right here.
Yep.
Okay. Firstly, we'll go ahead and just turn it on, and the machine comes on. Now, we expect that when we turn on the human machine comes on, as does the IOXp and the IOX.
Yep.
But at this point in time, the UB outputs may or may not be turned on. These are the digital controls that control whether the IOX and the IOXp are going to have their outputs turned on or not. At the moment, the machine says that it's isolated.
Let me have a quick bigger view of this.
Yep.
It's showing isolated, obviously, there.
Yep, which means that the UB is turned off. They're low at the moment.
Yeah.
And all of the digital outputs, the PWM outputs and the inputs have been disabled.
Yes.
On the controllers at this point, and nothing will work. If we go ahead and turn on the UBs, naturally there's a UB on the IOX and the IOXp. If you just turn one on, it's no longer isolated. So we'll turn one on,
yeah,
and it's no longer isolated. We'll turn the other one on at least, so now we've got both the outputs and inputs on for,
yep,
for both devices at this
yep
point. And here we are with the inclinometer.
The inclinometer, I can, let me see the inclinometer.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
If we move in the forward X direction,
let me get a bit closer to that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. In the negative X direction, it'll move back.
Yeah.
If we move in the positive Y direction,
yes,
up it goes, and negative Y direction, and there it goes also.
Yes.
And so that's basically displayed on the main screen. Also, you need to be in this screen in order for the joysticks to control the outputs. If you're not in the setup screen, then the outputs will not be will not be controlled at all. They'll just be dormant.
Okay.
At that point. So now we can go to the either the drill mode or the config mode.
Yep.
If we go into the drill mode, we've got the manual capability here. We've got the dust collector, rotary splitter, vibrator, blow down, in and out, top gate, bottom gate, and collar mist.
Yep.
All of these buttons are available, so you can control the PLC and the digital outputs of the PLC manually.
Yep. And can you show me all of them individually so that they actually change state when they are controlled, when they are switched on? And
yep. So here we have the dust collector. If you click it, it
yep,
goes red.
Yep.
And it says dust collector on.
Yep.
Click it again. Oh, oops, wrong one. Click it again, and the dust collector off.
Yep.
Rotary splitter on.
Yep.
Rotary splitter off. Vibrator on, vibrator off, blow down out and blow down in.
Yep.
We have the top gate. Now it's closed, now it's open. Bottom gate closed, open, and the collar mist on, off.
Yep.
So that's how it works. We can go to auto sampling now, and here in the auto sampling, what we have is we have the lower gate closed. And we've got the upper gate open, and we've got the vibrator off. That's the state of this screen.
Yep.
And you still have access to the dust collector, rotary splitter, and so on and so forth, and blow down and whatnot. And then here you can sample.
Yep.
So in order to sample, you just click the sample button. It goes red,
yep,
whilst it's sampling, and in about 9 or 10 seconds, however long we've set up the set it up in the configuration, it'll eventually go off.
Yep.
And there it's gone off to the sampling is finished at this point.
Yep.
You click it again, it'll do another bit of sampling for you.
And the sampling time has been entirely configurable through the other screen that you mentioned. Just let it complete it, and after that we can go into that.
Yeah.
Now you can go and show me the sampling screen.
The sampling screen, you go into config mode,
you
go into the auto sampling configuration.
Yeah, and you got...
here we are, we have the first delay.
Yeah.
This is where the gate upper is open, the gate lower is closed, and the vibrator is off.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Vibrator, then the second, that's the first step. The second step, the vibrator is on, the gate lower is open, and the gate upper is closed, and that process goes on for 7 seconds. I've set it for at the moment.
Yeah.
And then the third step, vibrator is off, gate lower is closed, and gate upper is open.
Which is the same state as the top state.
That's right, yes.
So which you are giving the customer and another delay time if the customer chooses to use it. If they don't, they can set it to 0 or whatever minimum time that they...
That's right, yeah. And that's set to 2 seconds also.
Yeah.
And if you want to change that, you just click on the control and the plus or minus button. You can go up by 50 milliseconds at a time. So that's now 2100 for the first delay, or anything else. And you go to the previous page, and you're back. You can, in this configuration page, you can configure the auto sampling configuration, and you can configure the current output of the PWMs. If you go in here, naturally we've got the various current, the various arms that are working, and there are minimum and maximum currents. So I've got the arm slew out at the moment. The minimum is 300. I could set that one to 200 by clicking on the relevant box, and then just going back 250, 200, and it's just gone back to 200. Now all of these configurations, as soon as you set them, they apply to the RAM of the PLC, so they're working fine. But if you don't turn off the PLC in an orderly fashion, they will not save.
So they basically will be in the RAM and disappear as soon as the...
That's right.
So we need to have a physical D plus shutdown for once and start again.
That's right. And this is a D plus switch. It's on at the moment. If I turn it off, everything is now saved to the PLC. If I turn the D plus on, you will find that's when the PLC basically turns on, and you'll go automatically to the main screen, which is the setup screen.
It's gone to the main screen. That means it's a complete reset. At that point, you're starting from the starting screen.
That's right. Yes.
Good.
It's best that we have the D plus turned off. Before we initialize the whole process. Turn on. Wait for the Opus A3 to
fully start up.
And then after that we'll turn the D plus on.
Can you do the process again so that we can hear the click from both the devices to show exactly what happens there? Because if they start to operate in between, it is not in a properly started state. It is in a half started state. So the controllers are not really going to work at that time, right?
That's right.
So can you just show me once that D plus switched on and off?
We'll switch it off orderly. So D plus off. Then we've heard the click sounds.
We heard the 2 clicks there.
And then the main power off. And that's it. Okay. So now what we'll do is the D plus is off. We'll turn the main power on. Wait for the human machine interface to boot up completely. And after that occurs, we will proceed to turn the D plus on. There it is, it's booted up. At the moment it doesn't work because I'm just moving the inclinometer and nothing is happening.
Nothing is happening, yes.
PLCs are still turned off. Turn the PLC on. 2 clicks. And now everything is working, so as you can possibly see,
the inclinometer is working, the inputs are working,
That's right, so everything is fine.
But for the inclinometer to work, the X and Y have to be connected to the appropriate X and Y inputs, otherwise you'll have cross-wired axis.
That's right, and that's pretty much the setup.
Sure. I think that covers it quite well.
Good.
And now we just want to show the various connectors being pulled out and being put back in. For a start, we're going to show, let me see once again, I'll actually reduce the resolution, the zoom in, so now I can see the entire operator interface. If you can pull out the plug from behind.
There's only a clip at the bottom, which you need to hang on to, and compress, and then just pull it out. As comes as one lot, and that's for the set of connectors there. And put it back again, and you can put it back in, and you hear the click. That's clear. And the other ones, the other connectors, so now we have here the IOX connector, which is the same as the IOXp connector, which is a 42-pin amp Tyco connector, which is a gated connector with a hood on the top.
which allows you to guide the cables around so that the cables are prevented from any damage.
Yep.
So in order to open that connector, what we need to do is gently lift the tab by using a screwdriver.
Put the screwdriver in here.
Yeah, that is actually obscuring the view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll do it again.
Yeah. Show it. Show it in this way. Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's right.
There's a little slit in here between the burgundy piece and the black piece.
Yeah.
Put the screwdriver in
and gently yank it out, isn't it? Yeah.
Rotate it a bit.
Yeah. As you can show it in open condition, slightly open condition.
There
You can see that the tab is gently opened up. Pull it out, and it will come up, and then the entire connector comes out in one piece.
Yep.
So if it doesn't come out in one piece, you know that you've got a problem in your hands. Okay.
And you can put it back in.
Putting it back together again.
Yep.
You have to push the tab in, and then that's how it locks the tab in, and the connector is fully inside.
We're good to go. Yep.
Yeah, good to go then. For the proportional coils with the amp Tyco 2-pin plug, which fits the Rexroth coils, we've also done the wiring, and then we have connected it through a 2-meter long set of leads with a white and a black lead. The white lead goes to the live side, and the black actually goes to the ground. But these have been also wired through a field quick connect type Deutsch connector, so that you can then join them where you want them. If you want to extend them, you need to extend this particular wiring. So that is just for the ease of wiring for your application. Okay, thanks.